in recognition of what you folks do. Not Bob Woods, not Mike Hamilton, not Dave. We all know that we mean nothing without you guys. And every one of you here today could have been someplace else, but you chose to come here and honor the general. And that's really what it's all about. It's about honoring this family. We were talking again about a young man who his mom thinks like a month later that, you know, the banners are down, the ribbons are down, the boy's buried. Let's move on to something else. We need to keep these families in our prayers. We try down in Cincinnati, and I'm sure you do up here, whenever the Gold Star parents get together and have a function, we try to be there, just like this. They have a big scholarship dinner down there once a year. We're out in front, we're driving golf carts, bringing them up and so forth. We want them to know that we're not going to forget. And that's what this patch is all about that I wear. It says, it's a shared sacrifice. Don't forget the families. It's not just the soldier. And especially in this day and age, when our National Guardsmen, not to take anything away from a young man that volunteers, but as you well know, these National Guard folks, some of them are in their 40s, their 50s, their dads, their moms, their business owners, and they are truly making a huge sacrifice. What we do is just tremendously important. It's important to these families. I know you've all heard it personally. Us being here means a lot. And the way all of you up here carry yourselves and hold your flags and look professional is to be commended. And I just thank you for the opportunity of being here with you for a couple of days. And again, Bob would have loved to have come as well, but he was in the, again, we're being recognized by the National VFW for what we do here in Ohio. I talked to one of our congresswomen from down in our area, and when she went back to Washington after that event, she stood up on the floor of Congress and talked about the Ohio Patriot Guard and what we do and how we do it and how we carry ourselves. And she sent me a nice frame thing about what she said and a copy of the congressional record and all that sort of thing. But it's all about you folks. You know, Bob Woods can't do this by himself. I can't do it. Dave can't do it. It's about you guys and your commitment. And you folks just looked impressive as heck. And I know the family appreciates us being here. So anybody got any questions for me?
Just to add on to what Mike was saying, that's usually one of the last things I tell the family. Our mission doesn't stop at the funeral. I always give them my card, a way to contact us if they ever need anything of any sort. Don't be afraid to call me. I think that adds a little bit of comfort knowing that we're not going to forget about them after it's done. We're not going to jump on the bikes and take off, and that's the last they hear of us. I think it's important to do follow-up, just to let the families know we're still thinking about them.
When we have our flag line at the cemetery, we normally try to have it as a backdrop to the family. So if the tent's over there, the family's facing this way, we're behind as the backdrop. And then what we try to do is we try to hold our flag line until that family leaves, so that we're showing respect for that person until they're in the ground. We're not going to cut out and run. So when we do that, what we have to remember is when we get to the cemetery, ride captain has to have a plan, which can change at the last minute, obviously. You all know that. Where we park our bikes in a way where we're out of the way, so that the funeral procession and the family and everybody can go ahead and get out of the cemetery. But I think it just looks so much nicer. And as far as whenever we move, we don't just leave the bikes over there and all wander up here and pick a spot. We come as a group. And I just think it looks so much more professional. So we too have a young man down there that lost both his legs, and they're building him a house right now. And we're helping, you know, support him with that. So we're moving. Thank you.